Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between majestic mountains and lush green valleys, there lived a traveler named Kai. Kai was known for his adventurous spirit and his love for exploring new lands. One day, he found himself standing at the banks of a fast-flowing river. The water rushed past with such force that it seemed like a daunting task to cross it. Kai looked left and right, searching for a way to get to the other side. He noticed a small boat tied to a post nearby and thought it could be his means of crossing the river safely. With excitement in his eyes, he untied the boat, hopped in, and began rowing with all his might against the powerful current. But no matter how hard he paddled, the river's force proved stronger. The boat spun in circles, almost tipping over several times. Kai's fear grew with every failed attempt. Frustrated and exhausted, he finally gave up and let the boat drift downstream. As the boat floated, Kai noticed a wise old master sitting on the riverbank, observing his struggle. The master wore a serene smile, as if he knew something Kai didn't. Intrigued, Kai approached the master and asked for his guidance. The master looked at Kai with kind eyes and said, "My dear traveler, you are fighting against the river instead of flowing with it. Life, much like this river, can be powerful and unpredictable. Instead of resisting it, surrender to its flow, and you shall find your path." Perplexed by the master's words, Kai questioned, "But how can I surrender to something so mighty? Won't I be carried away by the current?" The master gently replied, "Surrender does not mean giving up or being swept away. It means embracing the flow and using it to guide you. Watch closely." With a flick of his wrist, the master tossed a leaf into the river. The leaf danced and twirled, effortlessly navigating the rapids and obstacles in its path. It surrendered to the river's current, yet it maintained its direction. In that moment, Kai understood the lesson the master was trying to teach him. He took a deep breath, letting go of his fear and resistance. He closed his eyes, allowing the sound of the rushing water to fill his senses. When Kai opened his eyes, he found himself standing at the edge of the riverbank. Without hesitation, he took a step forward, surrendering to the flow. To his surprise, the water carried him gently across, as if guiding him to the other side. As he reached the opposite bank, Kai turned to thank the master, but the wise old man had disappeared. With a grateful heart and a newfound understanding, Kai continued his journey, carrying the lesson of surrender in his heart. From that day forward, whenever Kai faced challenges in his travels or in his life, he remembered the river and the leaf. He embraced the flow of life, surrendering to its currents and trusting that they would lead him to his destination. And so, the tale of Kai, the traveler who learned the value of surrendering to the flow of life, became a legend in the village. His story reminded everyone that sometimes, in order to move forward, we must let go and allow life to carry us, just like a leaf on a river.